Is that door faced?
Say again?
I was going to ask you if your curtain is that faced towards the road.
What do you mean? Oh, no. It faces towards the back. It's like the parking area.
Okay. I thought it was a front.
Yeah. I don't think we ever really use our front. Sometimes I go out to get the mail that way. I don't know. Anyway, we are here. It is yet another day of Henry month. For you that do not know, you can go on over to Ko-Fi. You know what? I should use visual aids for this here. So why don't I do that? As a matter of fact, what Henry did, let me share this out here. Stop the screen share, and I will share. What Henry did was he went over to my Ko-Fi page. The link is in the description. And he, with a $5 donation, you could tell us what you want to see, what video you want us to do, and you get to pick the topic. If you pick cover ranking, as we are doing right now, you can actually pick the covers if you want, or you could just say, hey, surprise me. It's up to you. Once again, you want to control the group, go on over, drop a $5 donation into the tip jar, and boom, take control. It's all yours. All right. That's what Henry did. And he actually bought 16 episodes. That's an entire season. That's an entire month of comic book or comic book cover ranking videos. And tonight he chose Jim Lee Uncanny X-Men covers. Hello to Eric Breen. What's up, sir?
16 episodes.
Oh,
I'm eating. I just want to let you know I was here.
Right. Okay. Well, you know what?
So
let's get this thing
Eric
on.
can go last. That'll give him time to finish his.
Yeah,
popcorn.
sure. Yeah,
Right.
well, he's in the I always go by how you guys arrived. Now, Pixel jumped in, but then he jumped right back out. I hope he's doing okay. And
I don't know, but I know that Rob got kicked out. He lost electricity because he had a storm came by at the end of our live stream. So
yeah,
Pixel
is. They're in different areas, but they are both in Florida. All right, I say let's get this thing. Let's get the show on the road, as the kids say today.
They're both sticking out in the ocean. It's like having a butt in the ocean, just waiting for
Yay.
Okay, so once again, it's all Uncanny X-Men covers drawn by Jim Lee. And Amy, you get to start us off with X-Men number 271.
Oh, what? Okay.
Wolverine
what
style out.
is this?
Well, this is fine.
Like storms in the background.
Okay.
Child storm, isn't it?
It looks like a child's storm.
There's-
Yeah.
And Psylocke and a lot of purple and Wolverine.
Yep.
Okay. The X-Men logo is kind of tousled about in a funny way. That's very creative.
It got hit. Look at how the arm wraps around stuff.
Yeah. So that's a pretty wild looking monster guy, whoever he is.
Some cybernetic guy or something.
He used to be a liaison to the X Factor, and then he went mad or something like that. Like he joined the Anti-Mutant Brigade, whatever they're called.
This is, yeah. Sure, it's something. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm hearing a 6, a 7, or an 8 coming from you.
Well, do you assume that high?
Or would it actually go 5 or 4?
Let's. What? Oh no. Oh no. Stop looking at it. Let's say 7.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
You know, that is not. Yeah, I'm not going to believe you if you say 10 on this one, Amy.
No, it's fine.
Great from the heart.
Yeah, it's cute with the little jumbled letters. That's kind of fun, and the colors aren't terrible. Okay, well, the colors aren't the worst I've ever seen. So,
Is it the guy on the left, the villain that's bothering you?
what is he? He's weird.
He's
A robot.
Cybernetic. He's Wolverine a long time ago carved him up, so they gave him a robot body.
Okay, but even a robot is usually has some kind of understandable structure.
Stylized.
Yeah, was that what they call it? Okay.
That's what they call Tom McFarlane. Stop.
What's the score, Amy?
A 7. 7.
Okay. All
Maybe
right.
an
How about you,
7.
RDV?
I'm right there with her.
Okay.
The guy on the left is like should never been on a book or a cover ever again.
Well, I just think there's too much wigglies going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, a robot can be a robot. It doesn't have to be a humanoid robot or something. But with all the wires and the hoses and everything, it's a mess of a cover.
Wolverine is so scrunched up. I don't like that. I'd better see Wolverine's, fighting differently.
There's actually no clear image on this cover.
Mm-hmm.
Even the robot himself, I forget his name. I'm sure the chat knows his name. But because I remember he was a big villain for this storyline. He used to be with X Factor. The Reavers, I believe they called themselves. But even he has something sticking in front of him, which is blocking our view of him. Wolverine's wrapped up. Psylocke's wrapped up. Storm is wrapped up. Everything is just it's a mess of a cover.
It's his arms. He has like tentacle. He has like spider arms, legs. That's what it looks like.
How about you, RDV? Did you grade this out?
I already said it was like.
You said 7. How about you, Eric?
I'm going to say 6. I look at this and when I first looked, I said, I can't tell where one person ends and the next one begins.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the art's fine, but I said, you can't focus.
Right.
It looks, this came, you know what? When this came out, I was probably drunk. So I probably saw the cover very clearly since I can't now.
It makes
it made sense then.
The villain is Donald Pleasance. All right, let's move to the chat and see what they have to say about this.
He meant Donald Pierce, not Donald Pleasant. It's here.
Donald Pierce, yeah. Donald Pleasance is Blofeld, right?
Okay. Che gives it a 10, and everybody's saying hello. Hi.
Hey, Rhaegar.
Hello.
Hello.
That
little guy. You know what he says? 4.
4, 9.
Hi, One Slick. One Slick says 7. This is an overly chaotic rendering. Yeah, a little.
And Doug got too much hair. It says 9 right above that.
Oh, he did? Oh, there he is. Oh, I must have rolled past it. Sorry, a lot of scrolling through these things. Yep. And Rhaegar gives it a 4, which I'm sure you got.
Yep. We're on Desert Rose now.
Oh, Rose, she gives it a 9 and says it's pretty cool.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 7.
Let's see here.
Darth Cato.
Darth Cato. The nostalgia is real. As a 90s kid, I love this, but this one's not quite a 10. I'll go 9. Always, having faith that there'll be something really amazing later, right, Cato?
Mm-hmm.
Dragon gives us a 7.
I'll do the next one. The Kiki Puppet Show says, "It's all about me. I'm the only one that should be credited." And it's a 6.
There you go. Hope you're doing okay, Pixel. Or Puppetine, as the case may be.
Well, he is everything, so it doesn't matter what you say. It's
There's rumors that he's even Froggy. All right. Well, that's not a score from Harry J. But he says, "Can you please change the ranking numbers back to average, good, very good?"
I don't know if I can midstream.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I would have to erase everything, and I.
Well, I mean, there makes sense to me. Perez being awesome.
If you need some clarification on a point, just ask for it in chat, and we'll be glad to clear that up for you. I'm sure
everything stays, the same as it was. This is just something we did having some fun a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I do remember I do have somebody low scored that someone had a problem with. If y'all want to put a different name in there, I'd be willing to. But for right now, I would literally have to undo everything and then put it back.
Well, you can always just send me the thing. and then I'll fix it around. Send me the link.
I don't.
And then
I mean, I put it in the private chat just in case, but on this computer, everything is in proper perspective.
I was gonna say, put the link in the private chat anyway. And Amy, read off
did.
the Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. This is book number 1. Leave it to Reaver. Yeah, it's average.
Leave it to Reaver. It's a 6.
Hi, this is Raven. This is the Disney Channel.
This is so boring.
Oh, and no worries, Michael. We'll see you next auction. Yeah, don't worry about it if you're going to pay for the money order. I understand I have to wait until it comes in through the mail, so don't worry about it if it'll be a little bit later. All righty, Donald Pleasant, Salsa, Dr. Loomis, the darkest eyes, the blackest eyes. MK says 7. I think you're mixing Dr. Loomis with Quint from Jaws. He's got a doll's eyes. All right. Let's see. Going. I love him in the Knights and Generals. That one where he was injected into a body. Oh, Fantastic Voyage.
Thanks, Marcher.
That's what that one was called. With Raquel Welch.
Oh, did we get MKs?
Yep.
Okay.
He gave it a 7. I read that off. All right, we had 2 4s and 3 5s, taking out 1 10, 3 9s. Of course, I always count that 8, but we have 6 7s, and here is where
Mariah's
it stays. This one
down.
say again. Mariah's here.
Her internet's down, so.
Well, yeah, but she goes to bed this time anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She must be getting tired earlier.
Well,
Hope
she's
she
old.
is okay.
She said, she's like, I'm old now. I guess I can't stay up till late and then try to get up the next morning.
Yeah, that is a problem sometimes. All right, we're going to go for book 2, and RDV is going to lead us off on that one. Hope Pixel is able to jump back in. And let me see. We got book 2 and RDV. It is X-Men number 269.
69. Oh, a great, awesome cover. This is a 10. Amy, just focus on the bottom half.
Hey, look, there's a
She's not a
Magneto.
child, you know.
I don't know, but she has the innocence of a child.
What? It's just a lady having a bad hair day.
Yeah.
Bad skin day, too.
Eh.
Yeah, it's case for context for you, for Amy, in case you're wondering what this is. Originally, they battled, and then she absorbed Carol Danvers' powers too long, and she absorbed her psyche. So now they're kind of fighting over control of her body.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like her fighting the memory of who she
Carol
was?
Danvers, Miss Marvel, the one we were reading, her psyche's trapped inside Rogue's mind. So that's what this is. They're basically fighting.
I wonder if it's literally her psyche or Rogue's like kind of a copy of her memories.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess Mystery sells the book.
But who was next? Wasn't it Breen?
Yep.
Because I get it as a 10.
All right. Break.
Because it is.
All righty. This was
Amy, what do you think it is?
I think that this really does function as a cover, right? He sketched in some environments in there. There's this little mountain sort of in the background, and there's a Magneto sticker, which is sort of fun. But at least this is a clear image that accomplishes what it's going after. So that's very cool. It might not be my taste exactly, but the colors are nice and it's well done. I can see where this would be a 10.
All righty. And that leaves me, I guess. I'm not on this 10 train with you guys. I mean, it's not a bad cover. I'm going to go 8 on this one.
Okay.
All right.
I guess after the last one, having something which was
Oh, hey, you got your opinion.
was amazing.
That could be. Eventually, I'll be auctioned hopefully next Saturday. Have email. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm not going to get new books by next Saturday. They still haven't sent the books. I'm going to pay for the books that I bid on. This is the last set because I want to honor my half of this particular transaction. But I don't think I'm going to be shopping with this group anymore. They've proven very unreliable. They sent me a box of comics on Saturday, a month late. But this next auction, basically the books that didn't sell from this week, and maybe I'll pull a box from the flea market. But that's what it's going to be. But on Sunday, there's another show. So whatever I make on that night is going to go over to the next auction. So, or if things just work out, I'll do an auction on Monday with whatever I get on Sunday. So there you go. That's what's going on with the auctions, guys. But Michael, you're welcome to join whenever you want. All righty. Let's go to the chat. Dark Admiral is saying, by the way, well, either way, Marania is missed, and I hope she's doing well. I think that's a very popular sentiment around these parts. I worry about her and hope she's fine. All right, Rhaegar.
Let's see. Rhaegar's starting us off with a 10, and Dark Kato says, "This is awesome. It's a perfect 10." And
well, then we got our favorite Texan, Jay Lucian, saying 10. Yeehaw!
And
that isn't a
Michael Mouse Taylor gives this a 7. Oh boy, I'm not sure how I could market this.
What was that? Indiana, Florida boy?
There's no Indiana in this Florida man. We ranking some more comic book covers. Yes, we are. Anime every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We rank covers at 10:30. And tonight is Jim Lee's X-Men. And hello again to Professor Pixel.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, I had to finish a call with Mama.
oh, that's
everybody's
awesome.
got some time out for their mother. All right, so who'd we leave off on? Michael Taylor.
Funny, usually the mom is the one that times him out, but he took a time out for his mom.
Yeah.
We had Michael Taylor already finished him. I think Amy read it off.
All right.
Not
Now
nearly so good as Pixelwood, but still. And Desert Rose gives this an 8.
One slick dude says 8.
He agrees. Ooh. Ethereal Dragon gives this a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Dark Admiral Marcher says 9, see?
Starfire.
Henry Jeremick says, book number 2. Good dynamics and the rendering. It is the 9.
Yes.
And then Pixel's going to go ahead and rate this a
Wow. Do you see that?
9.
I like Amy's voice better than yours, IDV.
Wow, where did Pixel go?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm gone.
Oh,
Mouse Taylor now.
No. He said he likes hers.
Better than yours, Venkman.
Let's see, because I don't get to do this too often. By the way, Amy, as a Florida person, I don't know if you're a fan of Disney, but Dark Admiral Marcher is from Alice in Wonderland, so he just went full Charlie Brown. It's not a bad little cover. That's my my Mad Hatter impersonation.
yes.
Right. And let's see, I hate how Marvel did Ms. Marvel in this cover in the story, not as much as I hate how they do her in modern day. I think you mean him. Anywho,
Loomis does say that.
Actually,
in the first
Loomis
Halloween.
does say that in the first Halloween. Then
Never mind.
I will concede horror to you. You win. All righty. So
hello, am I
we
still
got
here?
MK with an 8.
No. You're gone.
Saying Michael being evil. I gave my mom M&Ms and Bert's B gift set with a silly poem
let's just
and
keep
a card.
talking.
She
He's just
loved
going
it,
to drop
and I
off
say
anyway.
8. Factually, something is wrong with you. Good son for Mother's Day. Best wishes. Okay. All right, let's get the stop here. And
Well, we got to stop.
You got it, Kato.
Okay, I guess there's no more. Michael Mouse Taylor. Amy's reading Michael's routines from now on.
I told you.
Oh, well, he said you. My Mickey Mouse is better than your Mickey
But
Mouse.
he
sir.
said, hey, no,
Undeniable.
Amy's reading my ranking from now on, he says.
I know. I see it.
So
I see it. I see how it is. I understand.
yeah,
What are we understanding?
I understand that you were leaving because you started talking over me when I was reading.
Half of my I wish that half of my like poor rankings for the covers could be done in Amy's Raven voice because it's
there's only so
Okay, so we have 1 7 and 6 8s taking out the 7 10s. We have 4 9s. This is yet another 9 already.
right.
There we go.
So
And what's up?
So as I was saying about before, the first ranking, you're doing the tier list at the end of the night.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
You'll
it's
need me?
properly formatted.
Okay.
Here.
All right. Because usually you give me the link. That's all I was like.
It should be in the. I thought I shared it in the private chat.
There's nothing in my private chat.
There's nothing in the private chat.
Nope.
The
I did.
There
StreamYard
was
private
something.
chat.
No.
StreamYard. You don't see it in the StreamYard private chat.
Oh, strange. I'll
No.
send it to you on Discord, okay?
Sounds goody.
Yeah, I shared it there.
Agora.
All right, let's go to book
Wow.
3, where Eric is going to lead us off. Go for book 3. All righty. So we have a 7 and a 9 so far. Eric is going to lead us off on issue number 276.
Okay, I sent it on Discord.
I say thank you.
You're welcome.
Boy. Hey.
I'm gonna say 10, even with no background.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
A lot of this detail work is great. Execution. No background, but it's actually really not necessary here. It's as Rhaegar says, it's an easy 10.
Okay. And how about you, Amy?
Yeah, it's a nice drawing. Wolverine has a strong standing pose, which is good. Who's this figure in blue supposed to be?
It is the guy at the local PF Chang's, and he's had a little bit too much of the peanut rice.
Oh no!
And he needs to lie down. It's okay.
Okay.
He's okay.
All right. So, PF Chang's guy, and Wolverine's like, so I'm saying you reached your limit, bub. You got to go outside and like sit in the pool for a bit and try and wake up. Yeah, it's. I would say it's good. It's well rendered. It has a nice line of action. The inks are pretty good on it. It's a little bit better than fine. Yeah, it's fine. How about a 9? Because it is, I think it's well done, but it's maybe a little. It's fine. Yeah.
Alrighty. So what was that again, Amy?
A 9.
9. Okay. And how about RDV?
You know, bub, no more intellectual properties for you. That's Charles Xavier on the ground. That's what it looks like.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me too.
Oh, it's not PF Chang's guy?
No, it's not PF Chang.
You betrayed me to Warner Brothers.
Wolverine killed him before he had a chance to open the restaurant.
That's right. It's the new X-Men.
No.
Giant size, and you're cut out.
It's okay. I'll buy Fox.
It's a 10 because this is what I wanted on the first cover. A Wolverine actually looking like Wolverine, not whatever that jangled mess was.
Yeah, it's very discernible. That's true.
And Charles Xavier at the mercy of Wolverine. So
What is that belt, though?
Probably some looking like some kind of ceremonial belts, I guess.
I guess. And he's wearing it with flannel?
He might be in his mind. I don't know. If it is Charles Xavier, they might be like Wolverine's mind. That's why it's blank.
Well, could be.
Because he lost his memories.
And maybe why the clothing's so random.
But All right. Who? We all want Galeno with 10s?
Is that what you graded it?
I give it a 10.
Okay. I'm going to agree with Amy and go 9 on this one. All right, let's go to the chat.
Let's see.
Gonna get
Oh,
married.
that's nice. I'm glad you got to have a nice talk with your mom, Rose. That's awesome. Here's Rhaegar. If you can find him.
There's Rhaegar. They're 10.
Yep. Jay Lucian agrees.
So dude says not.
Desert Rose gives this a wow 10. And Darth Kato says, it's a 10. It's great stuff.
And Michael?
Yeah. It's yours.
Amy?
Did you want to read Michael?
It's yours now.
He said, Amy.
Made the rules.
Okay.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 9. Very cool cover, colors, and nice detail.
I would have laughed if you would just started butchering it. And he's like, go back.
Oh, sorry.
Book number 3. Not a fan of Wolverine's belt buckle. It's an A. I don't know what drunken southerner you mean, but I appreciate
no, I mean like this. I don't know.
No.
I'm just a drunk New Yorker.
We know.
I wonder where that came
We
from.
know. And Ethereal Dragon gives this a 9. And so does the Dark Admiral.
And after that, what we had was 1 8 6 9s taking on 7 10s, and they win. This is a 9. All righty, that is not bad for the first 3 books.
All 3 books are 9s? Wow.
Nope, 2 9s and 1 7.
What's
the
the
first
7?
one was a 7.
Oh, first one's okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go to book 4, and this is where Pixel takes over. Go for book 4.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel. All right, and book 4 is Uncanny X-Men issue number 261.
The reason Henry Jerick he can't. He has something in his mind that blocks him, even when he cloned his body.
A lot going on here, but everything is done well. I didn't get to go into any of my problems with the first one, which was a mess, just a hideous mess. Like, it's drawn well, but it's a hideous mess. The second one, I like a lot of it, but the withered look of Captain Marvel always takes me out for some reason. Here, everything is drawn great. Detail, fantastic. Pose, great.
John Travolta down there in the bottom left, it's great.
Yeah,
John Travolta is always great. Don't believe the haters.
This is going to be this is a 10. This is a 10.
All righty. And let's see. How about you, Amy? What do you think about this one? It's nice.
It's fine. The poses are
Nobody's
good.
dying.
Nobody's dying. Yeah. It's
That's just a shadow on her shirt. That's not bloodstain.
Oh yeah. No.
I didn't
no,
even notice that until you said it.
Yeah. No. I'm sure she. Do we know these characters in the front? I guess they're the bad guys.
The guerrilla fighters of some sort of some country
Yeah.
with Durant. I don't know.
I will say it's
They don't
well
look like
drawn,
gorillas.
and the arrangement's okay, but it kind of looks like a throwaway interior panel, which is sort of a weird choice to make for a cover. Maybe just because it comes down to like a lot of head and shoulder shots kind of in the foreground, and that kind of takes up the space for laying out the environment or where that's supposed to be. If it were done with a more solid graphic art flair, then I would say the abstraction would work. But as it stands, it kind of looks like they're almost using simple head and shoulder shots to block out the fact that they haven't really finished up the posing for the characters standing in the background or any of the foreground or midground elements. It looks almost like it's 2 different drawings that were sort of tousled together. It's not terrible, but I kind of question that as a layout choice. But Wolverine is drawn well, and the characters are rendered pretty well too. And it is, as you say, clear. you can tell where characters are
So
roughly.
what do you score this?
Oh, right. Sorry. I think I'll give it an 8. Yeah.
All righty. But I do understand what you mean with heads and shoulders, then no knees, no toes, and then it's head and shoulders, no knees, no toes.
Well,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
No knees and
Every
toes,
toe.
knees and toes.
every time she's Head and Shoulders, like, I always want to put up the bottle of Head and Shoulders on one of the guys.
I got the song. That's what I went with. All right. How about you, RDV? What do you think about this cover?
I was wrong, Pixel. That is actually Mace. He got done with the liquid.
I am Mace. Here.
Because he had the mace on his left hand, right? One we can't see.
That's right. But
But it looks like Jubilee got injured and Wolverine is about to murder people. And I love Psylocke's like, you go do your thing. I'll watch.
Hey, do you? I'm back here.
But is that Jubilee's sister on the right, though? You shot my sister.
know. She's got like a cool headband.
Jubilee.
Even has the same lipstick and everything. It's just wow. But anyway, I'm liking this. Wolverine's drawn awesome. He's gonna do what he does, and it was not very nice. These people are arguing, because they accidentally hurt the girl, and they're like, she's like, you idiots. And he's like, Wolverine's like, all rationale is gone from him. People are gonna die. So I'm going with his tiny baby hands. I'm going a tiny baby 10, hand 10.
All righty. And Eric?
I'm going to go 9.
All righty with that. And
Dare you?
okay.
Alrighty then.
I'm going 8 on this one.
All right, we're going to the chat with Little Rhaegar. It says 7. Followed by that crazy cat that goes meow, meow, meow. Look at the wires, brain meow. 10.
10.
Ethereal Dragon gives this an 8.
Desert Rose and Sammy give it an ARF 10. Let's see. Got One Slick Dude gives this an 8.
Michael Mouse Taylor gives this 7. I don't have a lot else to say otherwise.
Hey Doc, what is that Admiral March says?
That's what, I thought you were going to answer that.
Oh, I was get the next one.
I want to do the next one. you take the hair.
Yeah, what's up, that Doc? Well, he says a 9. With the Puss in Boots says 7.
Jose Sarango gives this a 7.
There you go.
Listen, I only get to pull out the bad Antonio Banderas a few times.
Well, the first 2 times. I blocked them out of memory.
Henry needs Raven.
Oh, let's see. Henry is down a little more. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, here he is. Henry Jeremick says, book number 4. Wolverine looks great. Busting through the wall. I don't like Psylocke's attitude. It's an 8. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 10 because of Wolverine.
It is a great Wolverine.
What do we guys think of Jim Lee these days? Well, where's he been? I haven't seen him in 20 years.
I don't think he's the best editor in the entire world.
I think that the first Sign of Life was on that bad Batman Hush sequel. Other than that, he hasn't done anything to prove that he's alive. Let me see here. I think that's it. I don't see any more.
All righty. So what we ended up having was 3 7s. Taking out 3 of the 5 10s, leaving 2 left. We have 4 8s. 2 of those 10s and 2 of the 9s are gone. And this is a 9. We have yet another 9, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Let's see. When will this switch? When will we hit a first 10? I don't know. It is going for, we'll go for book.
What did you say that last one was?
Say again?
Last one was a 9 or 10?
Last one it's a 9.
Okay.
Yep. So we should have 3 9s and a 7.
What a shame.
All right. And RDV, you can lead us off on this next one. That's actually one of my more famous covers. This is X-Men number 257.
Oh, look at that. He's hanging out with Raven. They're hanging out.
Oh, nice.
He only popped. Wait, okay. I thought I saw only one cop popped out. He's got 3. I was saying.
Oh, yeah, there's the other
So
two.
it looks like, and she's like got some like. Is that supposed to be Psylocke under mind control and just a bad person?
Know.
I have not read these. Don't shame me, Doc. But yeah, I guess I'll go 9 on this. Yeah, they're saying it's Deathbird. Okay. Well, it's hard to tell because like I thought Psylocke went bad for a while.
Yeah.
Started dressing in some weird 80s fashion. But all right, next.
All right.
2 9s, Eric and RDV.
Okay, and how about you, Pixel? What do you say?
What am I missing here? Well, what's bad about this cover? Well, no, 9 isn't bad, but what's missing for people? That's what I don't get, because this has everything. Mysterious doc lady going ahead and carrying but wrapped around a traumatized Wolverine, the darkness around, the spotlight down on them. This is a great, not a good, a great cover. I think this is a 10.
Oh, now I understand. That's Tom Brewer saying, "Don't worry, Wolverine. But you'll like the new comic books." And he's like, "I give up."
I do believe that's actually how it worked, how it happened.
Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah, I like this cover. Let me go 9 as well. All right.
They should have that where Wolverine kills the Marvel Universe.
Let's get to the chat where Jose is saying, "Awesome, it's a 9."
It is a 9.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 9.
Oh,
It's a 9.
But he actually says it. He says it actually is. Oh, it is a 9. Mommy. No, now they're saying that's Psylocke, so it's not Deathbird. I don't know. I thought it was anyway.
Jose says it with.
But yes.
Yes.
Darth Kato meows out, and this cover is sick. It's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Doc. I think this might be an 8.
Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Yes, I thought it was mind control. Yeah, so this. I thought it was Psylocke because I remember it was like she had a weird looking outfit, and that's this one.
Michael Mouse Taylor gives this a 7. Nice color, but without the details and everything else. It's 7.
Oh boy!
Right.
Wait! I have to correct. If you're going to be Mickey, then I have to be Minnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, there you go. If you want to trade, I can trade.
No.
I mean, I'm glad that you recognize it after you come out of the closet.
What does Starfire say?
Henry Jeremick says book number 5. It's all right. It's the 8. Yes, 8. I can do
One sick dude says 8. Wolvie's face reminds you of that awesome movie Mannequin.
Lou Rhaegar says, "Yeah, this is Psylocke as a Lady Mandarin. It's a Lady Mander 10."
Okay.
MK.
Okay, MK.
Yo, did that guy stole Wolverine's oversized cowl? Then make it even bigger. I'll say 9.
All right, and that's the last. Oh, nope, Ethereal has a 7. So we have 2 7s taking on 3 of those 10s. There's 1 left. We've got 3 8s taking out the last 10 and 2 of the 6 9s. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, a 9. All right.
Well, you say it about they're taking his cowl, MK. There was another villain from Captain America, wasn't the Blood guy?
And Clint came in with a 7.
Who was the vampire guy, Breen?
Dracula.
No.
Baron Blood.
Yeah, Baron Blood. Thank you. Had the Wolverine headdress.
Here we go, and this is RDV, and this is book
And this is
issue number 258.
Hi, I'm RDB, and this is the Disney Show. Naked Wolverine, check. Guy getting beat up, check. Has a dragon on his to symbolize where he's from, check. A lot of fairy dust up there. Check.
Fairy dust is nice.
Sparks. Grab it. You got the Kirby Crackle in the background. Nice. I would say this is a 9, though.
Alrighty, we got a 9 from RDV.
I'm just not into half naked Wolverine. Okay. Some may like it.
How about you, Eric?
I've always liked this cover. It's a 10.
Alrighty.
Some guys like it more than I do.
I'm into naked Wolverine. Wait, what?
That's the only way I like Wolverine. All right, how about you, Pixel?
Yeah, I don't get what we're going for here. This is fantastic.
No, I'm just wondering if you like a naked Wolverine. That's what we're covering right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't care about your ranking.
For me, but I'm still going to rank this cover a 10.
Okay. All right, we got a 10 from Pixel on the naked Wolverine, and Amy, what do you think?
Amy, what do you think of naked Wolverine?
I would be fine with covering him.
Okay.
It's a very dynamic jumping pose with Wolverine, and that's
say,
very cool.
I thought you were going to say it's a very fine cover.
Yeah, it's fine. It is. That's an interesting mouth shape. Sure. How about a 9? Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
And let's see. 9s for Amy.
What does Wolverine yell as he jumps up?
The 9s for England team.
No,
Let's go to the chat.
You know what he yells when he jumps up the guy?
Jose Sarango starts us out with another 9.
He goes, wee!
Whee!
All right, wow.
I'm surprised.
Dude! Says
It's
Jason.
a very good ranking with no outstanding books so far.
Wow. You didn't pick the covers, right?
Oh, I know I didn't.
Sorry,
but I know there's 10s coming. There are 10s coming.
9 says Dark Admiral March Hare.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Clint.
In a world where Rhaegar gives us hand because he likes naked Wolverine.
But Desert Rose gives it a 9.
See, she's with me. I'm not too much big on that. One Slick Deuce says 7 for almost naked Wolverine. He wasn't impressed.
But Jackson Roy gives it an 8.
Meow. Logan, get some clothes on. Not feeling this one. I'll go 7 on this one. Meow. They're laughing because he's naked. And what does Michael Taylor say?
Michael Taylor gives this an 8. Very cool cover, colors, and nice detail.
Oh, Mickey.
You know, Clint, you're saying 6 just to knock out RDV's 9. You're not attacking me. You're attacking the people who like this cover.
Henry Jeremick says book number 6, Wolverine versus Mandarin. Is that who that is?
No, isn't that Silver Streak or Silver Samurai?
No.
Maybe no.
No, he's got energy powers. I think he's right. It's Mandarin.
Oh, really? Wow, that's weird.
Great action and dynamics. It is the 10.
All right.
And they're still naked. They're still laughing because of naked.
MK.
All right. Where is he at his score? The bottom?
LOL. Amy's response to that. Ha ha. I'll say 9.
An ethereal dragon gives this a 10.
Alrighty.
Down there. Okay.
So the numbers.
I saw his top cover there, and I thought maybe that's all he did was a Desert Rose. Cool.
We had 1 6, 2 7s, 2 8s taking out the 5 10s, leaving 7 9s, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, we are on a 9 train tonight. All righty. Let's see which cover gets us off this particular train, or at least out for this different car. But let's go. It is go for book 7.
So Wolverine was probably just meditating in his underwear, and this guy came up behind him and says like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "Get away!"
And this one goes to Eric. And Eric, you have issue number 275, which is a wraparound cover.
Oh, Wenslick did it right. That was a Mandarin reject cover. When you did the Mandarin,
yep,
that was one of your rejects.
9.
Okay. And how about you, Pixel?
What drugs are we on? This is a 10. It's fantastic. Look at it. Look at all the details.
Excuse me, sir. It's uncanny, not fantastic.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is uncanny.
No.
This is.
I want him to keep ranting because it's kind of illustrating why you guys got annoyed at me.
I'm sorry. It's just amazing. This is the amount of detail on this.
It's uncanny. We've been over this.
Okay.
The only annoyed we got from you was Eric Breen when he joined us for the readings.
No, you know what? I don't care anymore. This is astonishing. So this is a
that is an X-Men adjective. So we'll
That's
allow
true,
that.
yeah.
Thank you. This is a 10. Gosh.
All right, it's a 10. It's a bouncy 10. All right, how about you, Amy?
It is such a really nice drawing. I do wish the colors were maybe a little nicer, but it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of strange doing the low saturated purples and then yellow and blue and red on top of it, but I guess that's just what. But it is such a nice drawing. It really is a nice drawing. I think I could give it a 10. Sure.
All righty. And for me, this is absolutely a 10. And as a matter of fact, I like the muted colors because it's showing the difference between the heroes and the villains of the story.
Oh, I like the muted colors. I just don't like the undertone. It doesn't quite balance out from my perspective.
Yeah, it works for me, though. Let's go to the chat.
No, it's not. Let's go to me.
Okay. Let's go to RDB then.
Nobody mentions the fact that Omac's in this. It's really great.
I know, right?
We got Rogue and right next to Gambit. I'm not sure who's behind Banshee. It's supposed to be, but overall, I thought it was really great. The only thing that's stupid is the guy in the background under the winter thing.
It's stupid.
Is that supposed to be Charles Xavier preparing for his future role? We can't see his face. He has a giant dome on his head.
I don't know what it is.
Because if Magneto's, it's not Magneto because Magneto's on the left. So I'm guessing that's not Charles Xavier. That'd be really dumb if it was.
I guess Mystery sells the book.
I guess so, but I'm gonna go 10.
All right.
Jose Sarango says, that's not a 10 plus. I don't know what it is. Fantastic indeed.
All right.
Puss in Boots.
I am Puss in Boots.
Actually, if you're Puss in Boots, you're reading as Christopher Walken.
That's a different Puss in Boots.
It still counts. It's a live action. It's Puss.
Good
in
God.
Boots. The best canon classic ever is Puss in Boots with Christopher Walken.
What a bad musical. It was hilarious.
He even dances too.
He does.
Puss in Boots does?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken was
in his boots.
So basically, the cat puts on the boots and becomes a man. And that man is Christopher Walken. And that's Puss in Boots.
Okay. That does sound interesting.
It's on Tubi.
I'll have to look it up. One Slick Dude says, gives us an 8. For a wraparound cover, it's too static and should have more action. It does have a lot of head and shoulder shots, but they are well drawn, which is nice. Desert Rose, though, she gives it a 10 too.
And that dark emerald naked March hair says 10.
Darth Cato meows out. Meow, 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 meow. Which translates roughly to Holy Epic Wraparound Jim Lee cover Batman. This is the easiest 10 ever.
Which Robin
I
is
should
that?
have done it like Robin.
I was gonna say, which Robin is that? The old
Jim
one?
Lee cover Batman.
Holy wraparound cover Batman.
No, you need the Jim Lee. It says right there.
Holy wraparound cover Jim Lee. Okay.
No, you got it wrong. It's still
Batman, holy Jim Lee, it's covered.
What?
It's a 10! Starfire, next!
Holy Jim around, Grapper Clee. Cover.
Henry Jeremick says book 7.
You
Yeah.
almost had that, RDB. By the way, I got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm interrupting the readings, but yeah.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yes,
okay.
Clint gives this a 10.
he does.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Michael Taylor says finally 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and detail.
Jackson, quit looking where I'm looking. He says 10 for Rogue Alone.
We'll get-
Rhaegar, I'm sorry. She gave many to Michael. This is yours now.
Oh,
If somebody said, show me something that meant a lot to you during your childhood, this would be one of those things I would show them. Also, Darkbird! It's a 10 hot dog!
Hot dog. I used to be able to do it.
Oh, that's Exodus? Okay, well, yeah, he's another useless character that's pretty much gone away. The dragon says, "Rawr."
Which translates to 10.
Alrighty, kids.
probably that's Professor.
We got MK here, you know.
Jay is a late 10, which is the one that's going to put this over the top. It was otherwise so close.
Big Bardo to the right.
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
say 10, says MK, you know.
And Jay Lucian stops this with a 10.
Alrighty. It was close. We had 1 8, we had 2 9s, but we had 15 10s.
Yes, we know that Christopher Walken's on the boat the night that Natalie Wood drowned.
So this is the first 10 of the night. Alrighty. And let's go to book 8. Book number 8. Go for book 8. Go for book 8. And I believe it is Eric Green's turn to lead us off again. Let's see what
Unless
else,
Trader Joe's popcorn
what we
got him.
have. Eric, you have X-Men 268. Do you know what cover I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know, I dig Eric's knowledge. I bet you could describe it. Describe the 3 characters on it.
Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Widow.
There you go. See, the man's awesome. The man, you think you know comics, there's always someone who knows more. There you go, Eric. You lead us off on this one.
And in my case, that's Apollo.
Yeah, we all bow to his knowledge.
This is a 10.
All righty. How about you, Pixel?
I really don't like Black Widow's haircut.
You need to go yourself with what you said before and this classic cover. You have
All right, Ben. Because of that,
I
Pixel,
didn't-
no more Jose Sarango for you. It's mine now.
all right. No, seriously,
I
Pixel,
didn't
going
even-
ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and give what Jose Sarango is giving this. This is a 9. I love everything else, but Black Widow is taking me out of the cover.
What drugs are you doing? Anyway, go on ahead. Amy, what do you think?
Look at her face.
That
Look at her face. Look at her
that
hair.
face.
She looks like Pixie from the Eternals movie.
She looks like she's
Oh,
from
yeah.
the freaking 80s, bro. Women had short hair.
I
I
know,
had the
right?
big poofy hair.
It's either short hair or that big.
And she was an assassin too, so of course you're gonna have shorter hair.
Gail was 7 foot tall
And-
because of her hair.
And you can't teach that.
Amy, what do you think about this cover?
Well, I always think it's nice if you can give your girl characters pretty hair. So if they could have given her like an updo or something that looked a little like a messy bun or something that looked like she just kind of had to throw it up really fast and then run into action, I think that would have been nice for her. Because she also, unless that's only true in the movie, but she's like a spy. So an ability to kind of quickly shift her appearance is probably
So-
good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, could be worse. You can have Halo's haircut.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, no! Oh, poor Halo. Yeah, hopefully she grew that out eventually. Oh, but I mean, it is a really cool arrangement. It's a very good Wolverine. Black Widow, I think, is fine. I don't know a lot about her designs through all the different eras, but I
That
do
was her Avengers
recognize.
costume that she's wearing right there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Great.
And Captain Captain America is fairly modestly built compared to some of the other Captain America covers I've seen. But this has a nice background. Look, there's a cityscape and there's a little center like ground area. So they really did some work on the environment in this one. And that's cool. I think I can give it a 10 just because it's nice to see an environment kind of attempted to be rendered in.
RDB.
10. Moving on.
That's right. Go to the chat.
Jose Sarang.
The Rango is not solid 9.
Solid 9. He gave the damn. Okay, whatever.
Let's see. Is this book 8?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
What did Clint say?
Clint gives this a perfect 10.
Clint, I love you.
Serial driving gives this a 9.
Yo,
Let's see.
one snake dudes is 9, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What did Christopher Walken say when they questioned him? I'm walking here. Oh, God. Dark. Yeah, that Admiral Montiel says 10 all day long. Jay Lucian also gives us a 10.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Pixar was wrong. He doesn't listen. He knows.
Darth Kato says, I have this book. It's such a great cover. It's a 10, plus many times over.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Little Rhaegar says that Black Widow looks like a boy. Hey,
He said
oh,
man.
boy.
And
Oh,
with that figure,
boy.
there's no boys back in the 80s that looked like this.
That's wrong because little Archie looks like that face.
Archie.
She has a feminine face. She has eyebrow, the lines, the eyes, everything. So.
That face, that
Okay.
wonderful face.
What does MK say?
Yeah. MK says, no, I'm not a fan of that horrible short haircut. I'm Black Widow. I know it was time, but I don't know. Wolvie and CA look dope, though. So 9.
Jackson Roy Kirk says, right, hate this widow's hair. But that's not Jim Lee's fault. But her face is off, too. 8.
Jackson, I did
I'll
read
be
the
right back,
follow-up.
guys.
I read the follow-up, and it's great.
Leon Haley says 7.
Well, I guess a lot of it. My on this book here. Okay, look what this says. My shop owner had said like he didn't like the reason he didn't like Claremont because Claremont leave like stories like these and like leave them in cliffhangers and never come back and finish them.
Oh man.
So you know what did I say? Hey, he came back and finished them. So shut up. It took him 20 years, but he finished it.
Did you now? Okay.
Well, this is because they had a follow up to this story, the 5-issue miniseries.
You know, I think maybe the issue on just looking at Black Widow here, her back looks a little wide because typically if you're going to draw a female figure, and again, women have different body proportions just like men do, but typically the back, it would be narrower than the hip would be. But here it's looking like she's almost a boyish sort of proportion. But I think what he's trying to do here is curl the shoulder back.
There are women. There are women with broad shoulders, though.
I have no problem with. I have no problem with like the body. Like I even with what you're saying, the body isn't what bothers me. It's all in the face area. It just She looks better inside of the actual book. We've read this.
She does.
Yeah,
but it's still a cool composition.
Did we read this?
Henry Yes, we did. Henry Jeremek needs Ray to read.
Oh, Henry Jeremek says book number 8. I don't like poser rock bands or poser covers, but it's still cool. It's a 9.
Manga reader says, I'll give it a bouncy 10 because all they hold is as hell as a widow, literally alive and alive since the Cold War, and Logan and Steve, World War II. In the story, yeah, she's like 10 years old, like when this story takes place.
Black Widow was?
They had flashbacks, and that's her in the present on the cover here. The Hand tried to make her into like their leader back when she was a child, but Wolverine and Captain America intervened.
Yeah, okay, but in this cover, she is not a 10-year-old there.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I said there's flashbacks to her when she was this whole story is them taking on the Hand.
That would have been interesting to have a 10-year-old like Black Widow on the cover with Captain America and Wolverine.
But I guess they would have had different costumes then.
Well, Wolverine had the bomber jacket on too.
Right.
Michael Taylor says.
Michael Taylor says 9. Very cool cover, colors, and nice detail.
Aw, that's nice. Can you read the next part, Minnie?
Oh, Clint, you mean?
No.
Michael Taylor here.
Right here.
Oh.
With me. With me.
I'm with Pixel. Can't get past Black Widow's hair and face. Everything else is a 10.
Oh, you're a real doll, Minnie.
Oh, Mickey.
Okay, now we can move on.
I know.
Wait, is anyone here?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Let it go.
Oh no.
Don't say anything. Just let it go.
Oh, she
How
comes.
long does he relaxes?
Oh, that's so cute.
Friends, guys.
So
sometimes we don't actually show it, but we're friends.
I want to see how. I noticed you're muted right away. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna keep talking.
I would have, if you hadn't said that, I would have soliloquied like Shakespeare. Yeah.
Wasn't this? Was this on a cover ranking before, or was it a reject?
No, I think we did. I think we did do this one a long time ago. I forget which one, but that's going to happen. There's going to be a couple of repeats.
Because I remember people were saying, like, some people were talking about the butt, and then people were saying the face.
Right.
I know we talked about it before.
Well, we do have 1 7 and 2 8s, taking out 3 of the 10 10s. And that's all it needed to make it a 9, because there's 8 9s. So there's 1 9 more. There we go. All righty. Let's get to book number 9. I wonder if it'll be a 9. Go for book 9. All righty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would make. How is this pixels?
I don't know.
I haven't started one in forever.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I was about to say this is going to be pixels, but
it's because you keep skipping them. That's why.
I skip me because if there's 4 of us, it just 3 rounds, or it's so. Yeah.
Pixel gets 1.
Anywho,
I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel. You get issue number 270.
What?
Extinction Agenda. I like most of it. I like that the logo is being wrecked. But it's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
It's really kind of a mess.
Okay.
I want to like it more than I actually can. So I want to go. I'm going to go 7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't understand your logic there, sir.
How about you, Amy?
Yeah. This almost hurts to look at, but it does have some cool elements in it. Yeah.
I don't know who said it, but Amy's is translated into, well, this is hot garbage.
Sorry. It's
Be sorry.
There's this little girl in the pink jacket down here who's kind of looking sad, and there's this blue and yellow scribbly thing underneath her. Isn't that a character? He's like blue and yellow scribbles.
That's Boom Boom on the ground. Right?
Is it? Is that who it is? Okay.
She's the one who makes the explosions.
And the blue and white scribbles is Jamie Madrox, the multiple man. So that's a whole bunch of him.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was that other character. Okay, so those are supposed to be multiple men then.
No, I don't think that's him. I think that's the Phalanx guy, whatever his name is. The guy who's like a disease or a tickle virus.
Yeah, okay.
Either way, yeah. You're in a war zone.
But it's kind of, who's the person on the cover? The middle?
Havoc.
It's Havoc.
That's Havoc.
It's his team, and they've been defeated, and so he's shooting his because he fires like vibration blasts.
Okay, is he fighting Storm?
No, Storm. He wasn't fighting whatsoever. Is it that he's screaming out in pain?
Okay,
he's shooting up in the air.
So he's not manhandling Storm. He's
not.
She probably died in his arms, for all I know.
Okay, well then I would probably try to clear that up in the pose a little bit, because it sort of looks like he's a bad guy with all these robots who've been hurting all the people around him. Maybe just because I don't know the characters, but it's a little hard to read what's happening. I'd say sometimes he draws poses okay, but the emotional context of those poses and the facial expressions don't always add up to a clear narrative. But it's not the robots in the background are kind of interesting, I guess. The robots?
Oh, the robots. Okay.
Yep. It's fine. It's either an 8 or a 9, I guess, because it does try some exciting kinds of things, but it only does it so well. Maybe an 8? It's not terrible.
All right.
It's just hard to look at.
RDV.
Pixel, the last one we never read on the channel.
Huh?
We never read the other one on the channel with Black Widow.
I swore we did.
I wanted to, but it was too big of a cast. I looked. Yeah, this is no different than you watching like those movies of Platoon where he falls on the ground and he's screaming in pain. Because what was it all for? Nothing. And he's mad. That's why he's just shooting up in the air. And those behind him are the bad guys who basically were causing the problems.
Okay.
It's a war zone, So it's probably it's supposed to be a homage to a cover, probably.
Could be. I probably hold Storm differently though. Try and get that shoulder out and have him kind of like her sort of braced against him a little more, and not just grabbing her by her blouse like that. That's not great.
Anyway, though, I'm going.
Well, back in the 80s, that was the manly, romantic way to handle a woman.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't. That just looks like he couldn't be bothered to draw a shoulder and hand correctly.
How do you know her arms are still there?
RDV, what do you grade?
Oh, I mean his.
It could have got blown off in the war. I'll go 10 again.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
It is the 8.
All righty. And I'm going 9 again. I like it. Sometimes you just gotta look at it and go, it's kind of cool. All right. Let's go to the chat.
Nice to see that Amy's in charge of the channel now.
Well, I was actually asked by the chat I watch the clock for 30 seconds to go by, and then I'll go, like, if, people are rambling a little bit, go, okay, what do you score? But I was asked to give Amy extra time.
Sorry.
So I give Amy a full minute, and sometimes a minute and a half.
Sorry about that.
All right.
People like the the way you talk is kind of sometimes funny, the words you use and all that. And also you're the one that really goes in and you're the artist of the group, and you give an artistic critique. So people like that. So if they want more Amy, give them more Amy. Amy's in charge of the channel. That's actually the real thing. And she has stuff on us, guys. We need help. We truly need help.
We go to the chat.
You guys don't recognize it because she's got that cute, high-pitched voice. She is the villain of the story. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Please help.
Starts with Dark Admiral.
See, nobody takes it seriously. Nobody takes it seriously. All right.
You're stealing my Jose. This is Dark Admiral Martinez.
Hi, Jose. Who would you rather have, Pixel or me?
All right, let's just go. All right.
Clint, who does not want me, says Havoc is a 10.
Did you want this Henry Jeremic?
Villain.
I guess. Why not? Book number 9. It's all right. It's an 8.
Darth Kato says, this is really cool. I'm giving it a 10.
Desert Rose gives it a 7.
Jackson Roykert gives it a 6. Let's see.
That one slick dude says 7. The background doesn't fit with the foreground.
Leon Haley gives it a Leon 9.
Let's see here.
The Theodore Reagan says 8.
Hey, that is exactly how I said
Nobody can burn a comic like Amy. Thank you for saying that, Darth Cato. I always knew you were a bad cat.
He's a good kitty.
The lightsaber, the Sith lightsaber.
Let's see.
That was me. Amy can insult something in the sweetest way that you question it. Warlock. That's his name. I think is Warlock. The guy is on the ground.
Oh, okay.
You got to go down a little. Perfect.
Yeah,
Little
I'm passing up Leon's misogynist poster. And hey, fun fact: Storm was a teenager, so maybe her uniform doesn't fit, and as it gets loose, that's why he's holding on to it.
Oh, Lil Rhaegar says,
This is a 10, and you guys just don't get it. Alex Summers is a freaking awesome. Scott Summers wishes he could be this cool. X Factor was one of my favorite teams growing up, and my favorite intellectual property. It's a 10.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it so well. I don't really know the characters or the book, though, so I'm just kind of looking at what's here.
Let me take a little bit out to say we've got 25 people watching now. If you have not graded a book before, welcome. Be a part of the conversation. Everybody's welcome to do so. The rankings are like this. 1 is god awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is bad, very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is doesn't mean to you. 6 is average. 7 is good. 8 is very good. 9 is awesome. 10 is super awesome. Whatever that means for you, that's what that ranking is. We're just here to look at some covers. Maybe you've never seen them before and talk about them.
And I just want to say that
and do funny voices.
I want to say that all of you are watching us. Well, I'm watching you right back, watching us.
MK is next, bro.
I am watching you, watching them, watching us.
I'm watching the chat.
Yeah, but you're doing one-handed. It's kind of creepy.
Ew, I got the power, yo!
I got the power.
Also, why don't some of you guys say robots?
That's in the contract. You can't be on my channel without.
It says I'll say 10.
Yeah. So the channel is no longer I Love Comics. It's I Love Amy.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. For a little bit, I thought this was MK sending the message.
Wow.
Who's Fred and Ethel is Pixel Little Ricky. Oh, I get it. I love Amy and she. No, I can't do that. But that's the. There's actually words to I Love Lucy. I kid you not. I love Lucy and she loves me. We're as happy as two can be.
You forgot.
Oh my gosh! I knew it. He says he's watching us from the moon. He's Moondragon.
Okay.
I knew it.
Yeah, but when he spells dragon for Moondragon, it's Draggin.
Amy.
Alrighty, kiddos.
Mouse Taylor.
Thank you, by the way, Dark Admiral, for the super chat. It's very kind of you.
Yep.
Well, what is Michael Mouse Taylor saying?
I'm trying to find him.
He might be. He's in Disney.
Let's see. Oh, here he is.
Of course, you know what he says.
Michael Taylor says 8. Cool cover, colors, and nice detail, and cool title design.
Thank you,
I know
Manny.
what he says. I just don't know what his number is. That's all. He changes, but it's always copy and paste number.
All right. I think we did it. I don't.
We'll see kisses like
Yes.
no one can.
I'm
All
not
righty,
hit-
so this is
all
what
right.
we have, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 5 and 1 6
Oh, Bob.
and 3 7s, taking out 5 of
Jack?
the 6 10s, and then we have 5 8s, taking out 1 10, 2 9s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not hitting on Amy for the record. I'm married, cold, crabby, and listen to y'all.
All right.
Marcus
Then
Fisher.
also that I have to apologize
And a
because
fellow
I was
artist.
making a joke, but that's not even a joke I would like as a married man. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. And Amy, you get book.
What you gonna
11.
do? All right, there.
We got a new book.
Hello to Tony Hayes. Tony Hayes, all in my brain.
Well, get the next book up there for you, Amy.
Book 11 for Amy is issue number 277, one of RDV's favorite covers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Woo! I thought you were going with the other one. The other one is not my favorite cover. Oh.
What, the one
This
where
is-
they're kissing?
No. You know what I'm talking about. I hate Savage Land.
Oh, you do? Really?
I don't like that because it's such a gross thing, and the fact that they had a little.
Okay, well, you're not going to like the last cover of the
I know.
All
I know it's coming up. I just
right, Amy, what do you say?
This looks like a very good cover. It's got nice movement. Just put George Perez out of your mind. It's got nice movement in it, and it's a good layout. The characters are actually they've got their directions are kind of making an interesting shape. Like Wolverine's going in one direction, and Gambit has energy going in the other. So it's kind of making a subtle cross composition, which is kind of cool. The foreground elements are there, mostly to obscure the feet. That can't be right. But I think he just didn't want to have the environment interfere with the pose too much. So I think that's probably where his focus was. The colors are very typical for what they seem to be doing right now. I think it's one of the better done covers overall that we've seen. And it's cool seeing Gambit with it looks like he's got a rapier. That's kind of interesting. No, it's fine. I'll just give this a 10 really fast.
Okay, before you look at it more. All right, let's go to RDV. What do you say?
I gotta rank this fast before I look at you anymore.
That's what you said. If I keep looking at it, the score is gonna go down.
I'm assuming either this is a made up background or they're in a danger room.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
And I love the motion lines. Gambit was chasing him, and Wolverine's trying to stop, and then you see like the cloud dust from the debris around. So it looks like they're in a futuristic setting, like a dystopian. Current Marvel. I'm gonna go 10 with this.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
8.
Okay, 9, 8. All right.
They do.
And Pixel.
I mean, the detail work alone, like what am I supposed? There's nothing to dislike. It's a 10.
You should ask Breen because he said it's
8.
I know he's not
It's an
he's not
8.
elaborating. It's
I know. What dropped it down?
Are you
Well,
okay?
I always assume if he's not elaborating on his answers, which he doesn't do often, it's because his sports team is about to either win or lose.
No, I'm not elaborating because got other people doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yeah,
don't
Amy.
need to.
You should be sorry.
I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
I do not think to Eric there is an apology necessary. I think he appreciates Amy's.
But I'm looking at
critique.
this, and I'm just not seeing.
Not seeing?
I'm not seeing a 10 here because it's like I don't know. It's just I think this is not one of the better covers I've seen of his tonight.
Well, I'm also looking as a fanboy of these two characters.
Well, I
fighting
know,
each other.
and I'm not a fanboy of either character, so it's easier for me to be objective.
There you go.
All righty then.
I object to your being
Oh man,
objective.
you just tricked me into elaborating.
Yep. All right, let's see. We have the 1, 2, 3. Pixel, what do you say?
I gave it a 10.
10. Alrighty. Well, we're leaving the chat with 4 10s and an 8.
And
Alrighty,
this is
let's
book 11, right?
This
Yeah.
is book 10, actually. I
10?
misspoke on
Oh.
the 11.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Then, because you wrote down
Yeah,
11.
I wrote down 11, but this is book 10.
Okay. So,
All
yes,
right.
10.
So we start with Rhaegar then.
Mm-hmm.
Little Rhaegar gives this a 10.
Good job. Let's see. Clint gives it a 10 as well.
Jose Sarango gives it a 9, mon ami.
He is one of me, too.
MK.
MK, you need to get their dragon.
Ethereal Dragon gives it an 8.
Oh,
Not a fan of the faces.
my bad.
I'm avoiding
Yeah.
MKs. Guess what he says there is kind of weird. Continue though.
Let's
Sorry.
see.
Yeah, MK just gives it a 10.
Yeah.
Henry Jeremick says, did you want this one? He didn't assign it, so.
And Jeremy?
We're not on Henry yet. We're on One Slick Dude.
Oh, are we?
No, Henry already did this before MKs.
What?
And
Oh
then
yeah.
Regarding
Tony Hayes.
What?
He was
Oh, you know, I'm looking. My bad. I'm looking at him talking to E. Every time Henry says something, I'm assuming it's a score. But now
Oh
I
my
realize
Well,
that
he
he's
did. He gave it a 10, and then he says, "I think I owe you
I'm sorry.
$30." That yeah, it's $30, Tony.
No, he said no. The top part with under Theo Dragon. I keep thinking that's
Not
a
a-
score there.
I saw a number on it, and I thought it was a rank.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting a little caught up here.
Well, Ethereal said 8. Not a fan of the faces.
Okay. Yeah. One Slick says 8. They look like they have bad cases of acne.
Did y'all read off MK's question?
We tried
No.
not to because
Is
contents.
there a?
No,
Are
he-
we down to one?
I can read MK's comment. I'll just paraphrase. Yo, I love comics. So, question: which version of Superman can take the Sentry out? 10. Wolverine versus Gumbo.
Silver Age Superman would take the Sentry in less than a second.
He wouldn't have to. He wouldn't have to get up off the couch either.
Sentry might have a chance against John Byrne's Superman.
Oh no, Sentry would wipe the floor with John Burns Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Sentry or the Void. Those two things.
Both. Yeah. When they were together at their when Bob Reynolds lost his mind and went full like Void / Sentry, because
Yeah.
it took. Remember they used the Sentry to take out the Hulk in World War Hulk,
Mhm.
and then they used Thor to kill the Sentry. But I said none of those. The three of them together wouldn't last a half a second against Silver Age Superman.
Michael Mouse Taylor.
Oh, Michael Mouse Taylor. He is. I'm having a hard time finding every pony.
Hold on. Here you
I
go.
am too, because we kept getting distracted. Dark Avamarch Hair 8, and we got Tony Hayes giving it a 10. Darth Kato's giving it a 10, and that takes us down to Michael Mouse Taylor.
Michael Mouse Taylor says 10. This is a very cool cover with colors and very nice detail.
Thanks, Minnie.
Oh,
Jackson
sure
Roy
welcome.
Jackson Roy Kirk gives it an 8. Leon Haley says, I like the cover and colors. Gambit should be purple. 8.
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah, you
Theo
really
Dragon
hit
asked
purple right there. That
Theo
was
Dragon asked the hard questions. If y'all like Amy so much, why are you not on our Saturday morning game? Because you know where they are? Watching other people.
Desert
It's bad timing.
Rose.
Desert Rose gives this a 10.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
And we're going down.
Down,
And I
down,
think we
stupid,
go to
down,
Henry.
down.
Henry Jeremick needs Starfire.
Where is he? There we go. Henry Jeremick, book number 10. Gambit's legs are a little off. I don't like the look of the spear. Good dynamics and layout, though. It is the 8.
In the beginning, Superman struggled even a little bit. with the strength, though. Yeah, but he was pulling planets on a freaking chain link.
No, that was Superboy, by the way.
No, in the cover, that was a Superboy. That was Superman.
I thought that was Superboy.
Maybe they both did it. I don't know.
I could be wrong. I'm willing to concede if I'm wrong. All right, kids.
Superboy invalidated Golden Age Superman altogether because all the things he could do as Superboy now growing up. Remember when Superman first became Superman, he was able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, and he was very limited. But Superboy could do anything. So
that's true. Sorry, are you okay there, man?
Yeah.
All right, we've got 5 8s, 1 9 trying to take down 9 10s. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our second 10 of the night. Will it be the last? Will RDV's bad score of one of our books tonight?
Was that an 8?
No, this is a 10. Oh. All righty, and let's go for book actual 11. And this has got RDV. And it is not The Savage Land. It is issue 272.
Oh, Lord.
Did you just say, oh, Lord? Like, good Lord, that's bad? Let's go. It's RDV's turn to.
I know. I'm still trying to.
We'll get around to Amy, who sounds like she's got a lot to say in just a little bit. But RDV, what do you think?
I'm at a loss of coherent thought. Sorry, Bankman.
Sorry, Bankman.
I am Uganda when he saw this.
It's from Ghostbusters, the original.
Yeah. What'd you do to my girl? Why is she bald?
This is the Genosha Island. They turned her into a slave and shaved her bald.
No wonder Wolverine's mad. He's breaking the fourth wall. No! He's me right there. 8.
All righty. We got an 8 from RDV. How about from Eric?
8. Don't waste time, Pixel. We want to get to Amy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a... I'm sorry. This has a lot going for it. It's a 10.
All righty. And Amy, you had a lot to say, so...
Oh. Yeah. It's... Oh. I never really understood why people gave Jim Lee such a hard time.
Yeah. You're seeing it now?
I think the more you look at like really good covers and then you look at these, you kind of start to get like, I guess, is this just people just take concepts and they just throw them on really fast and nobody bothers to clean or plan or detail? But even the concepts aren't great. I guess the idea is to do something bold, right? Because you throw it at the wall and see what sticks. So you create something that's kind of like a bright silhouette, and that's interesting. But if he doesn't stop cutting people's feet off of everything, he's cutting off her foot with Wolverine's hand. I mean, could you do either?
Who does he think he is? Freaking Rob Liefeld?
I know. I'm like, why? Is it just because you can't commit to where you are in this layout? Is that because you want to just fill it? But then why is there so much dead space if you're not going to pay any attention to perspective in making your layout? And why the random lumps of dirt? What? You can't structure an environment, then do something abstract and do graphic art flair. But what is this? It's
I'll tell you what this is. This is Amy Lester taking down one of the most famous and most loved artists in comic book history. That's what this is, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you show up to the cover rankings.
I mean, I'm not going to say there aren't cool elements about it, and it does have some interesting design stuff in there. But it would have been nice to see it like planned out a little more and kind of made into something. I mean, where is even the perspective line in this? It's fine in a lot of regards, I guess. Tuh. Ugh. It's yeah.
So what do you score this? And don't tell me it's an 8.76. The way you're talking about it, this is not an A-OK cover.
You seem angry.
Yeah.
You seem angry by it. So there, it's down to a 4 or something like that.
Yeah, 4 sounds. Oh, good lord! I'm looking at it. No, 4's right.
Oh, I caught it. It made eye contact. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's gonna ask me for my number.
Leon's gonna burn all his comics. He said he lost all respect. Amy, I lost all respect for comics. I'll go burn mine now. Jim Lee just triggered Amy. Says Darth Kato.
I don't see it. I'm sorry.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
I wish I didn't see it either.
Alrighty, so Amy said 4.
Jose Sarango starts us off with absolutely 10.
Yeah, that's great. And anybody who likes it, and I'm not going to stand here and say it doesn't have cool design elements or conceptually things that are interesting about it. That's, awesome. I guess it's just the little things that kind of pile up after a while. And I'm kind of like,
Leon Haley says, OMG, 10, 10, 10. Oh, crap. She said it's bad. Change my score quick.
Little Rhaegar is giving this a 10 as well.
And one slick dude says 6. This is terrible in so many ways.
All right. Michael Mouse.
Michael Taylor gives this an 8. Nice colors and details. He's so nice. It's great.
Thank you, Minnie.
Oh, you're welcome, Mickey.
Ethereal Dragon gives this an 8.
Desert Rose gives this an 8 as well.
I can't unsee the way Cable holding that gun against his crotch now.
That's just.
You think it's supposed to be a phallic symbol?
I think so. Look at the butt of the gun is.
Oh, that's right. Clint says Cable make this a 10, but Henry Jamek says book number 11. I don't like poser covers, but it is well done, like a bad steak. It's a 9.
That's funny.
That Kato, says 10. Sits back to enjoy listening to Amy burn this comic down like Seth Rollins.
Doc Animal Machi says, and what's up, Doc? This is a 9.
Amy, what does the Jackson of the Roy Kirk say?
Jackson Roykirk gives this a 6. And let's see. My chin, chin in my palms, listening intently.
If anybody still doubts the hate for the 90s, it's real. This is that Bad Storm? Yeah, everyone is looking good though. I said 9. Oh, so I got one for you guys. Best live version of Amanda Waller. CW, Smallville, DC,
Smallville. It was Foxy Brown.
DCEU, Titans, or Geeky Puppet Show.
When you have Foxy Brown playing Amanda Waller, you can't lose.
Arrow was fine looking.
Yeah.
Viola Davis is the best Waller.
No, I like
All right.
New 52 Waller from the CW.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, next on the order is it Tony Hayes? I think it's Tony Hayes. Tony Hayes gives it, and Tony Hayes.
But we cannot ignore my chin is in my palm listening
We read that
intently.
I love that.
Okay, how about why is she so mad, says Leon. It's the 90s. Clint, I've never heard Amy so mad, says Darth Kato. I could picture steam coming out of her ears. One Slick says, be honest, Amy, don't pull any punches. Yeah, we don't want to hear you crap on a comic and then give it
after we get done, we go offline. Yeah. She bosses around. How dare you interrupt me? Yeah. Don't let the internet fool you.
We should just be happy they aren't all wearing trench coats, says Tony Hayes. Which, yeah, that was like the cape of the 1990s were trench coats.
Which you guys don't realize, she's like Dot from the Animaniacs.
I'm cute, and it shows from my cute little feet to my cute little nose. Darth Kato says Jim Lee just triggered Amy. The oh Lord at the beginning, it just popped up as oh Lord. Alrighty, let's see. There we go. Okay, Amy, I love you. Okay,
careful, Tony Hayes. You don't want Will Smith smacking you.
Yep. So I think that's all of them, and let's get the next book. Oh, this one, by the way, let's see what the final score was. We had 1 4. We had 2 6s.
This will be our first 8.
And let's see. So that we're taking out 5 of the 10s thanks to the blank spaces between the others, and then we have 6 taking out 2 10s, 3 9s, and we have 1 8 left. So this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, our first 8 in the evening.
Alrighty. Nope, the Havoc was an 8 as well.
Oh, was it really? Okay.
Yep. All right. So what we have is 1 7, 2 8s. We have 6 9s, and so far 2 10s. But this time we get to hear RDV go, oh Lord, I guess. It is Eric's turn for the last book of the night, book 12. And we're going to go to the Savage Land, ladies and gentlemen, with issue number 274. Eric, what says you? And don't look at Nick Fury's lazy eye.
You're talking about that's Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go 10 on this.
Okay.
It is a pose cover, but if I gave a 10 to the pose cover with Black Widow with pixel offending hair, I've got to give it 10 to 1 with Rogue having actual hair. So 10.
Don't.
Pixel, what do you say?
There's a lot of issues with this one, guys. I'm sorry. Like the pose, and there are renditions that have been done of this that mostly go ahead and focus on obviously Rogue for good reason.
Why?
Explain it. Why?
Yeah, what's the good reason?
She's hot.
And
that's why she's wearing that's why she's wearing
and barely
like
above a teenager in this.
So I mean, why are you? I mean, if the lady's hot, she can get cooled off.
Anyway, and also, how can you say he has a lazy eye? You only see one of his eyes.
I'll tell you this: Magneto must smell like hell. If he's in the Savage Land wearing all those clothing you indicate, yeah.
Well, he's
sweating his ass off.
The formatting has issues. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm looking at. Yes, I understand. Rogue is a very distracting piece on this cover, but
why?
That doesn't make up
the rest
Jesus
of them.
Christ. That doesn't make up for all the bad that there is. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 5. A 5.
Wow. Okay.
5. Okay.
How about you, Amy?
Do these ever get better?
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Apparently they do, because that's the best answer to a Jim Lee ranking. Oh my God. I thought this was an easy 10. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a very famous cover, but go on ahead, Amy. You be you.
Infamous, more like it.
Looks like he hasn't learned yet. If you want to have a cover that's like Magneto and Rogue here, then bring the horizon line down, have them be centered figures, and get rid of these two guys in the foreground. You're just kind of crowding this out. The staggering doesn't make any sense. You don't have enough environmental detail for this to work in any respectable way. And why? I mean, what? Why?
Oh my gosh, he just turned into Cindy Lou Who. Why? Why, Santa
Why?
Claus? Why?
But if you get rid of the 2 in front, you get rid of the coolest part of the cover.
You're not wrong.
Nick Fury's awesome.
Nick Fury is awesome.
You can get rid of the other 3 and it's a 10.
That would actually be true. If you got rid of the rest of them and made it a cool Nick Fury cover, like if that was just kind of a cool silhouette of him and he was like holding the gun kind of diagonally like across his shoulder, that would take up the vertical space on the composition.
Well, it looks like it would crush him.
It might, but if it's not as heavy as it looks, then you could just, have him kind of centered. And he's also the most interesting figure here. He's got his little cigar, and he's blowing little smoke rings. That has personality. He is the best part of this cover, although the Rogue and Magneto are fine. And Kazar, did I get it?
Kazar, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Kazar!
He's here to sing the next song for you.
Well enough.
Okay, I don't know where Eric was going with it, but I don't think it was to a 1930s musical. Okay.
Actually, it was.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Good job on you, Pixel. Good job.
Kazar is in the Geeky Puppet Show reading. When he shows up, it is musical.
In fact, we're gonna sing all the comments.
Amy, what do you score this?
I'm just gonna go
Sing it,
ahead.
Amy.
I have 4, 5, maybe.
I'm giving this a 4. This empty house.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nick Fury really is cool, though.
Alrighty, and how about you, RDV?
I understand they're all in the same story. I guess you're supposed to assume that, but Nick Fury looks like a dork. I'm sorry, he doesn't look manly. That expression on his face. I said he looks like Bill Paxton.
Oh, it's smoke rings.
What's wrong with Bill Paxton? You can insult this cover all you want, but don't insult Bill Paxton.
I can't. He's dead now.
That's just uncalled for. Bill Paxton is all kinds of awesome.
I'm just saying, it's just
now
kinda,
especially.
Okay, I guess it says like they just had the random characters in the pose there, and as far as Kazar in the background, kind of like, or not mid background. The biggest problem I have with this is that every time I look at Magneto here, I just see him in diapers.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you've got weird fetishes.
Not my fetish. It's called get it off my screen. Yeah.
That's just he's the only one
so
other than Nick Fury in their actual outfit. I'm sorry, Kazar is actually.
Yeah, Kazar is actually his only outfit.
So the only one not.
But he looks so short.
So what did you score this, RDV?
I'm giving us a 4 with Amy.
Okay.
All
right. Let's go.
Like Magneto should be like by himself, like being a menace or whatever, but instead he's just kind of like, I'm have myself a Bond girl here, and we have a guy. He's like, smoke a cigar with my gun in the ear.
Like you could take any one of these elements, or possibly combine 2 of them and make something that's kind of interesting. But they didn't do that.
It reminds me of those what was those Savage Nights, where those bad cheesy movies with the girls, and just yeah.
All right, so let's go to the chat.
Yes, Darth Kato is the first one.
Okay, and this is book 12?
Yes.
Okay, go for book 12.
Let's see. Kato gives this a 10.
Rhaegar is giving this an 11 out of 10, which will just be a 10. Oh boy!
Leon Haley says,
that's a 10.
One slick dude gives this a 9.
Desert Rose gives this a 10.
Ethereal Dragon gives it a 10. But it needs Storm.
She would almost make more sense here.
Clint says 3.
Ay caramba. Jose Sarango says this is a 10. Plus. Oy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dr. Momache says 7.
Let's see here.
Next one would be Jackson.
Oh.
Saying this is a 6.
That's awesome.
What is he, the gingerbread man?
You broke Amy. You monsters.
You killed her, you monsters.
I don't.
Oh my gosh, you even convinced. No, I'm way ahead of you guys. So
Yeah,
by all
yeah.
means, please, because I'm just
All
writing.
right,
these
last
notes.
one was Jackson Roy, Kirk. Now
Is
we're
MK.
going down to MK. Okay, Amy has read. So Amy has to read me in baby voice. What?
What?
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, you're getting a little creepy there, buddy.
I don't know. Amy has a baby voice, so.
This will be the baby voice for you.
Sounds like
Who
Stitch.
requested that?
MK.
MK, well, you
Why
knew
I
before
asked?
you asked the question.
I did.
And who smells worse after they fight crime?
By the way, MK is a great guy. It's
Batman or
just
Spider-Man, you think?
We're just.
Amy hates cheesecake, confirmed. I'll go 10. Magneto just looks badass.
I have a whole cheesecake in the fridge.
I almost snorted my beer through my nose.
Radar says.
Darth Echo says, Jesus, Amy is a national treasure.
Oh,
Gabby
She doesn't look like
Rivera.
the Declaration of Independence.
Gabby Rivera is the true national treasure.
I
for
mean,
giving us
we'll
American
allow
Sagas.
Amy to be an honorary national
Yeah,
treasure.
yeah, there you go.
One
Alright.
slick dude is lowering his to 7.
And I did that.
More money, more problems.
All right, this is what we had, ladies and
Michael
gentlemen.
Taylor.
Okay, sorry.
Michael Mouse Taylor, please.
oh, Michael, here he is. Michael Mouse Taylor says 9 cool cover, colors, and very nice detail.
Thank you, Minnie.
Oh, you're welcome, Mickey.
I'm gonna go for book 12. I had no
Wow,
choice.
the glass on my table just broke.
A lot of the Gimli covers are poster covers. And therefore, Elmo thinks that some are great details on Magneto's cape. Nick Fury, it is a 9.
I'm sorry, Henry. I tried to save you, but Elmo was too strong. The
Put him
force.
down before the power of the puppets. I'm gonna break you. Clint says, give it a 3.
Yeah.
Join me,
Go
Amy.
back into the previous one.
Join me the dark side.
And with that, we have our numbers. Where does that put this?
Oh, what is the letter of the day?
We have
I wish-
1 3 and 2 4s. We have 1 5 and 1 6. And 2 7s.
When you have
Fighting against 9 10s. Even with all of the negativity, this made it to the 10s.
All right.
All righty. So there we go, gang. And in the end, whoops, that's a 9s. In the end, we have 1 7, 2 8s. We had 6 9s and 3 10s to go off of right there, kids. Alrighty. And
Wow, that made it to a 10? Wow.
that made it, yeah, this made it to 10s. Yeah.
I don't buy that logic.
Well, in all honesty, there was either hate for it or love for it, and there was more
Alright.
love for it than there was hate for it.
Alright.
Alrighty, kids, let's get these ranked. We need
Let's
8.
go.
8 is all I need is your favorite. Is it going to be 1
Good night, Jackson.
or 2? Alrighty. And how about you, Amy? What is your favorite of the 8s?
Between the Havoc and the
And the Storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her name's Storm, but yeah.
okay, I'll go with the Havoc.
Okay. And how about you, RDV?
I concur with Amy. I will also partake in the havoc.
Okay. Eric?
Looking for a coin to flip. But since I'm too lazy to reach for it, I will partake in the agreeing with Amy and RDV.
Alrighty. Pixel.
all by myself.
No, you're not.
I think it's drawn better than the mess that is on the left side. So yeah,
Alrighty.
so ball storm.
You and I may be standing together alone, but actually Clint says 6 9s. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Rhaegar says 1. So does Desert Rose, Ethereal Dragon, Darth Cato, and Tony Hayes. So that's 5 more ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit, see what everybody else is saying. 1, 1. It literally.
Other than Henry.
Yeah. Okay. 3 more 1s. And then 1 more 2. That's it. I'm calling it. This one, we need to switch over. There we go. And now we've got 9 9s. 9 times. Ooh, you shouldn't be throwing anybody. Not with your bad back.
Wait a minute.
Wait, why did you switch them?
Yeah, why did you switch them? 1 crushed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, don't torture Amy like that.
Wow. Pumpkin eater. Because you know how that rhyme goes.
Derek Jeter?
No.
Pumpkin Eater?
Yeah,
Peter Pumpkin Eater, made a pie, had a good time.
Cheated like a bitch.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
wow.
All right. So we got the 9s here. Let me put in the go for 9s. All righty.
Go for the 9s.
All righty. Here you go. And Amy, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
Okay. Well, the Captain America one I think is probably a cool one overall. Least favorite?
Naked Wolverine.
Or
that
decrepit Cap Marvel or Ms. Marvel, or is it Naked Wolverine or head, shoulders, knees and toes,
knees and toes.
Tiny baby toes.
Tiny baby toes. I flip a coin, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, instead of flipping a coin, toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, Valley of Plenty. What offends you the most looking at those books?
I seem to be kind of on an issue with poorly done compositions. So that would probably be the third one.
You said a big word. I don't know what that means.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, book 3 is
compost.
Yes, Amy, try to remain monosyllabic for Venkman's benefit.
Oh,
all righty. How about URDV, best and worst?
Indubitably, I would say that I agree with Amy and saying that the last one with Captain America is the best.
Okay, and what's the worst?
It is a fine, dandy cover.
Mm-hmm.
The worst, Naked Wolverine.
Naked Wolverine.
Yeah, if that's what's the Mandarin, I want Mandarin, not Mandarin cosplaying as something else.
They stopped dressing him awesome in his Chinese robe because people thought Chinese robes are, well, you know who thought it. But
well, the issue before that, he's in a trench coat.
Yeah, that's true. That's just boring. True. All right, Eric.
You just try to cover up that costume. That's why.
Well, he was also smoking, so that's a no now too. The first one's my favorite. The third one's my least.
You like a
Pixel.
The third one is my favorite as well, and then the first one my least favorite. I was going to say 6, but no. Regardless of Black Widow, the first one is horrifying, and not a way that I like.
Darth Cato is saying 4th is best, 5th is worse.
I will say this: I am shocked that Iron Maiden, Miss Marvel, didn't get 10.
And then Rhaegar says 1 is best, 4th is worse. And so does the Ethereal Dragon. Next up, we have Clint. 6 is best, 2 is worst.
Alrighty then.
And then we have the best is number 2, Wolverine Xavier. The worst is 3, the Harriers. Alrighty.
They have a name.
Next up, we have Michael Taylor. Did you get my score on the 8s? Yep, it was a 1. 1's 1. Let's see. We got Dark Admiral with a 6 and a 4, and Desert Rose agrees. So we got 2 6s and 2 4s.
Yay.
Next up, MK. 9. Best is 2, worst is 1. Okay, let's see. The 9s, says Henry. 5 is the best. Red cover Wolverine versus Mandarin. Mandarin Rain. Let's see. The worst is number 4, Lady Mandarin. Okay. Let's see. And then Michael Taylor, 6 best regardless of Black Widow. First is worst. 6 is best, and the first is the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, did I see? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 9s. What?
11, 12.
Yep. Okay.
MK? Okay.
So okay.
Okay. Donkey.
Alrighty, and there we go. All right. And let's see. What do I think? I didn't score myself. Just looking on. Oh my goodness gracious. I actually didn't like any of these particularly, except for number 6. Okay, so let's see.
Make your favorite easy.
Yeah, I know. The worst, I think, is book 3. Okay, so there we go. All righty, let's ratio these books. Okay, starting off, do we have a clear loser? Yes, we do. We have 2 with only 1. Actually, we have 3 with only 1 positive and negatives. But one of them has more. One of them has 5, one of them has 4, and one of them has 2. All righty, and we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Number 4 is the worst. Okay. And then number 5 is next worst. And then I was wrong about that. Number 3 is actually the next worst. There you go. So it's like that. Then we have one that takes itself out of the running here. And that is book 1 with 1 and 1. Next up, we've got a 2 and 1 positive experience and a 8 to no negatives positive experience. And it goes just like this, ladies and gentlemen. That's our 9. So we have number 12, 11 is the mixed up mess of a cover. Number 11 is Storm. Number 10 is Havoc. 9 is Lady Mandarin. Number 8 is Wolverine Kool-Aid Man. Number 7 is Naked Wolverine. Number 6 is Rotting Ms. Marvel. Number 5 is Wolverine Killing Xavier. Number 4 is Everybody Pose in World War II. And let's get to 3, 2, and 1 with the 10s. And what is going to the bracket fight? Alrighty, let's go for 10s. All right. Okay, and let's see, 10. It's 1, 2, and 3. Gonna need to know your favorite and least favorite, Amy.
My favorite, I think, is the wraparound cover.
Okay,
That had-
one.
Yeah, that was a nice one. And my least favorite, just leave it like it is.
Okay. Alrighty, RDV.
Leave it like it is.
Okay, and Eric.
Favorites 3, least favorites 2.
Alrighty. How about you, Pixel?
Nope, I'm joining the rest. Leave it how it is.
Alrighty. My favorite is I'm gonna have that wraparound, but that is a great action cover with Gambit. No, I'm going wraparound with the worst. Gosh darn it! I like the Savage Land, but you guys are right. Among these 3, that is the least. All right, let's go to the chat and see what they have to say here. Henry is saying number 1 is the best, number 2 is the worst. Okay. And then Iconic and Awesome beats Iconic and Cheesecake this time. Best is 1, worst is 2. Our best is 1 and worst is 2. And then Darth Kato says 1 is best, 2nd is worst. Alrighty. And then we have Ethereal Dragon saying 3 and 2. And then we have 1 and 2 from Desert Rose. All right. And then we have 1 and 3 from Dark Admiral. Next up, we have Leave It from Clint. Okay. And then we have Rhaegar saying 3 and 2. Next up, MK is saying 10s. Favorite is 2, worst is 1. All right. Next up, we have Michael Taylor. 1 is best, 2 is worst. And then we have, nope, that is that. We all know how this one went. All right, let's go to, there's only 3 of them. It's easy to, if you're following along. We do have a clear worst, and that is book 2 here. And then 3 is where it needs to be, 3 positives and 6 negatives. 2 had 1 positive and 8 negatives. And number 1 had 11 positives and 1 negative. There you go. We are sending the wraparound cover to the bracket fights, and it's going to be facing down some good competition. So, including the very well-deserved books that Eric did not agree with.
What was that?
Oh, I can't remember, and I don't have it up on this computer. So
I will say this: there are 2 iconic covers that we ranked tonight.
Yeah.
The one that had, in my opinion, the one that had a shot of getting somewhere in a bracket fight didn't get to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that?
The Cap cover.
Yeah, that was good.
Because the Cap cover and the Savage Land cover are the 2 that people remember. And I said that one. Yeah, that one may have been able to do some damage. I said 275 might, but those are the 2 best known covers by a mile.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to see how this one does because
it's good cover.
I don't think all of the legs looked exactly alike and not even remotely realistic. I mean, like they had muscles where they don't have muscles. I mean, look at the one in there, the one on the left hand side of that. I mean, he's got like 17 sets of thigh muscles.
Oh no!
Yeah. Now, what's going to be interesting though is I will have to kind of warp it a little bit to fit the space because I can't do full screen when it's supposed to be this cover versus that cover.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a little bit warped to fit the screen. So it'll be interesting. Defenders 10 should have been in
once again,
the
best
fight.
cover doesn't get to even get out of the gate. So.
That is that's the way you thought about the Defenders. It was the first appearance of Valkyrie that made it to the bracket fights. But you thought it should have been the Thor fight.
The first 2 appearances of Valkyrie were actually Enchantress in Disguise.
Okay.
140, might have been 140, and Avengers 83.
33 pages.
Pretty
right.
Predator.
Now, my friends, I hop off and I die. But it's been fun.
All right.
See you the next time.
All right. Before you leave, I don't know if you're part of it, but we have a request for a random roll call.
Oh, it's Cyborg.
Starfire. Raven. Beast Boy.
He's gone. So Robin.
There you go.
Palpatine. There we go.
There you
Oh,
are.
sorry.
All right.
I actually said it.
That's
I didn't realize I was
Go
muted.
ahead.
It is Robin, and I was muted. My bad.
What do I have planned for Tuesday? That is a very good question, Henry. I am on a different computer. All the work I did is on the other computer.
What is he
So
planned
I
for
got
Tuesday?
to go back and forth. Say,
Real
Tuesday, he plans on
quick.
watching the top 5.
Yeah, real quick, that was not only a roll call, but it was also the votes to kick Palpatine out of the Titans.
I have a pixel finger for you, sir, but
I'm
not
sure
today.
you do.
Give me
Good
just
night,
a second,
everybody.
and I
See ya,
will
Pixel.
I will let you guys in on what will be the next on Tuesday. I just have to check it was Fin Fang Foom, I believe. All right.
I thought he said the first 2 appearances of Val Kilmer.
What?
First 2 appearances of Val Kilmer.
Whatever you're talking about,
we,
you've already said
we
the
did
first
Gil
2.
Kane. All right, we did Romita. Oh, Bob Layton, Iron Man should be on Tuesday.
Oh, Iron Man.
I will make a request. I know Tuesday is your what's coming up. If you guys can in that early, maybe we could start our cover rankings early, and Marani, you can join us.
Well, I was going to say, maybe we should push Bob Layton back a little bit because not only is her internet down, whatever she's got, she's not recovering real quick from it.
Okay, so
maybe
there you go. We'll push Bob Layton back. I'll bring somebody up for
Sounds good.
because we're doing Iron Man covers. This was specifically done, by the way. This was chosen by Henry for Maranya. So we'll wait until she's okay to do that. And what would be next for England team? George Perez, Marvel 2-in-1 covers. So that's what we'll do this time. And then I'll do another one from the other group that he's got. And after that, I swear to gosh, he says this. Bernie Wrightson, this time we're using his actual covers, you chump. So he was really mean when he picked these out. Henry is brutal on me.
That sounded more like Andy.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, no, it's actually going to be Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing covers after that. So,
when we do the George Perez 2-in-1 covers, should we just like fast forward and rank the 12 10s from best to worst?
I was gonna say, how many Thunderbolt covers are there? Because that trending right now, that might get
we're not doing Thunderbolts this month.
That'd be Mark Bagley.
It's 50, 51, 52, 54, 57, 58, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So we got some Swamp Thing. John Buscema's Conan is coming up. We've got.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn in for the night, guys.
All righty, Amy. You have a good night.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
We did John Byrne's Fantastic Four, I think, right? But something, right?
John Byrne.
But he's got a mixed Marvel, and then we've got Michael Golden, a mixed bag. So.
Ooh, is that
those are from this, and then
Michael Golden, is that Hellboy?
No, that's he did the art on the Avengers annual that Rogue stole Ms. Marvel's powers.
Okay,
we did the Byrne Avengers, and then we've got a mixed
covers.
Then we've got a mixed Defenders coming up, a mixed Fantastic Four coming up, an Uncanny X-Men mix. That's the early part. Actually, most of these aren't Uncanny X-Men. They're just X-Men. 98, 100, 105, 110, 113, 115, 119, 121, 126, 123, and 140 are all just regular X-Men. 141 is not. Then we've got Perez Avengers. And that is that. Those are the ones that Henry has picked. And we're going to be doing those over the next month. So there we go. I hope Thunderbolts would be awesome, or says Clint. And like RDB said, it's trendy. We will catch that with Superman, and we'll catch it with Fantastic Four movies.
Fantastic Four is next month, and then Superman is right around.
I'll make sure for those movies we have something that goes along with that. Never go wrong with some Fantastic Four, right? All righty, kids. There you go. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on Tuesday. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the till, or drop $5 and tell us what video rankings you want us to do.
Right.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say more.
No.
All right. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Dark Admiral, thank you very much for the super chat earlier. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a good time. Have fun.
Good night.